I would like to give a Solo out there in Philadelphia a special shout out for sending me this Goldwing jacket that I'm wearing here today. Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, who is fearless in a world of reckless automobiles. These are Caliente Motovlogs. I like this jacket. Thank you, Solo. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. I just want to thank all my viewers and subscribers that watches my videos. Appreciate you guys tuning in. What is the weather like where you guys are located? Be sure to put it down in the comment section. And let me know if you guys can hear my microphone okay as well. So I'm going to be taking some of your questions, talking to you guys. Anything you guys want to talk about, we're going to talk about it here today. In the Caliente garage. That's right. Just checking out some of your comments. Be sure to let me know what city, what state, what country you checking in from. Leo G, what's going on, my brother? Nothing much, just raining. Harold says, I'm thinking about turning my 2024 Goldwing into a trike. What's your opinion? Well, I think that's a good idea. You know, there's a lot of people. I've talked to so many bikers about, having conversations about trikes. And believe it or not, there's a lot of bikers, they kind of frown upon trikes. For me personally, I think trikes are good to have because, some people out there have bad knees and, they can't balance the bike as well as they used to. You gotten a lot of riders that have gotten older. Their knees are bad and, or they have a passenger. And then on that big Goldwing, that's a big, heavy bike. I think that if you still like to ride, if you're having some type of health conditions, or if you just don't want to balance a bike, I think, having a trike is a very good idea. I don't see anything wrong with it. To be honest with you, this is something that I don't think I put it out there, but I was going to trike my big Goldwing before I actually sold it. I was going to trike it out. I talked to the trike dealership down there in Alabama. I think it was Dodge Trike. At the last minute, I decided not to do it, and I ended up selling my bike. So that's kind of the, to get to the end of the story without making it too long. But yeah, trikes are pretty cool to have. To be honest with you, if I had two bikes, I would want one of them to be a trike. So if you guys are just joining in, it's Caliente. I'm live in the Caliente garage. Decided to do something different today. I know it's been a while. It's raining here in Memphis. It's muggy outside. The weather is not good. And I just wanted to just talk to my viewers, just kind of check back in with you guys. I know you guys don't see me that often. I haven't been riding as much. I've been having a lot going on. I've been very busy, and I just haven't been doing a lot of riding. Part of the reason is my Corvette has spoiled me. My Corvette has spoiled me, man. I tell you, it's different, but I still enjoy riding. So hopefully when it warms up, I'll be able to get back on the Goldwing and, start kicking the videos back out. So we got two up with the Tuies. Hey Chris, how are you doing? What's going on? Two up with the Tuies. Are you out there in Jackson, Tennessee? Two up. Are you out there in Jackson, Tennessee? Be sure to put it down in the comment section. Let me know. Ted. Ted says, I unsubscribed to your channel because I thought after the election you would be leaving the country. Man. Ted, I don't, it's not that serious for me. No, I was born and raised here and this is where I am. And Ted, if you unsubscribe to my channel, how are you still here? Man, I tell you, man, if I don't put out the videos the way people think I should put out, or if I, maybe if I say something that somebody don't agree with, the first thing somebody wants to say is, I'm unsubscribing to your channel. Let me be perfectly clear. If you guys want to unsubscribe to my channel, that's your right. You don't have to say I'm unsubscribing. Just unsubscribe and leave. I'm not even going to know you gone. So if you guys want to jump ship just because I made a comment or something and maybe you didn't like, or something you don't agree with, and you want to just unsubscribe to my channel, then it's obviously you really wasn't down with me from the beginning. If anybody watching my video and maybe I said something that you guys don't agree with or something you don't like and you want to unsubscribe to my channel, hey man, one thing about YouTube is this is something that I do as a hobby. I've always said from the beginning that making videos is my hobby. It's a passion. It's just something that I love to do. I've had many opportunities to, people would tell me all the time, Chris, why don't you sell, motorcycle maintenance videos and things like that. I don't feel right charging people, to be honest with you. I just rather just make the videos for free and let you guys have at it. But, it's my channel. I'm not going to always make videos on the Goldwing. I'm subject to do videos on anything. And if that video doesn't help you, that video is not for you. But I guarantee you there's one person out there that's watching that video and it helps. And if it helps that one person, it's good with me. But I appreciate you there, Ted. Well, T-Bread. What do y'all think about these Goldwing rumors that we've been hearing about? I know you guys been watching all of these videos online. It's been a lot of AI photos and AI videos, and these people just throwing stuff out about this 25 Honda Goldwing. What do you guys think about it? My phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. If you guys want to call and get in, you can talk to me live as well. 901-468-9032. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the phone number up on the screen. If you guys want to call and check in, 901-468-9032. I'm doing it live in the Caliente garage. I just decided to come out here in the garage and just talk to you guys and see what's on your mind. Hey, you on with Caliente live in the Caliente garage? What's going on?
What's going on? This is Harold. I just sent you a message on live. I'm trying to find out, where do you find your apparel from? I stay in Louisiana. All they ride over here is hard today. I can't find a Goldwing store to sell any kind of apparel.
To be honest with you, I've just, this jacket that I'm wearing, this Goldwing jacket that I'm wearing, it was actually given to me by Ryder Solo out of Philadelphia. I have no idea where he got this jacket from, but shouts out to Solo for getting this jacket. But as it relates to where I get my apparel, I just find it where I can find it. Sometimes I may find it in a dealership. Sometimes I may see things online. And, I used to kind of pick things up at Wingding. Of course, there's no Wingding anymore. But I don't have a go-to place for apparel.
Oh, okay.
What, in anything in particular that you're looking for, Harold?
Looking for like a sweater. It's getting winter time.
Yeah.
We're able to ride it. I stay in Shreveport now, so we're able to ride year round.
Okay.
I was just looking for like a sweater or, something like that.
Yeah, man. You have to go online and just kind of look around. Sometimes you can find things in these dealerships. I've been in these dealerships, and when you see it, you got to kind of grab it because,
right.
You come back and it may not be there.
Right.
But just online.
Just wondering.
Yeah, online is the best thing I can tell you. If anybody know where to pick up some good Honda apparel, I want you guys to put it down in the comment section, and because we got some viewers out there that would like to wear some of these things. And when you go to these bike rallies, most of this stuff is geared toward the Harley.
Exactly. I want to Galveston last weekend. That's all. I ain't seen nothing with Goldwing on it at all.
Wow. How was that trip? How was the Galveston rally?
Man, this is my first bike I ever bought in my life.
Uh-huh.
And this is my first. I call it a long ride. For you, it's probably short. It's about 4.5, 5 hour ride. It rained from the time I left Shreveport till I got to Galveston. It
Right.
rained from the time I left Galveston and got back to Shreveport.
Wow. Yeah.
But it was nice. It was rain was in and out, but all that rain. But it was a nice rally. It had to be at least 300, 400,000 people there.
Sound like a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, about 300, 400,000 folks.
Yeah. Yeah, I was planning on going. I had reservations. And man, I came down with the flu.
Oh man.
And I ended up canceling my reservations.
Okay.
Yeah, I ended up canceling my and I'm still kind of, I got a little cough. They said the cough is the last thing to kind of leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still kind of dealing with that, but I heard it was a pretty good rally. I heard that it rained.
It was nice. It was nice. You probably can count. I get typical because I just love my Goldwing, but you probably can count. You both my hands and count how many Goldwings I saw.
Really? It was. That don't sound like a Goldwing turnout.
It was mostly Harleys. Harleys and Indians. I've seen a lot of Indians too for some reason.
Okay.
And I guess this is what they ride down here, or this far down in the south.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a nice rally overall,
That's good, man. That's good. Yeah. I really wanted to make it, man. I had everything set up, and I just had to just call it off.
Okay.
Yeah. But hopefully I'll get a chance to make it next year.
Talking to you.
All right. Appreciate you there, Harold.
All right, man.
Okay. Appreciate you there. Now, that was Harold calling in. You guys want to get on with your boy Caliente? I am live, 901-468-9032. And we just talking about anything and everything. If you got something on your mind, something you want to say, something you like, something you dislike, you got any questions or comments, now is the time. T-Bread, so you're not leaving the country. T-Bread, what's up, man? You want me to leave the country? I tell you what, man, on the next day after the election, there was a lot of people woke up disappointed. Including me. But it is what it is, man. That's the thing about this country, man. I mean, everybody have the right to vote for who they want to vote for. And, that's your right. And if you guys want to unsubscribe to my channel because I didn't vote for who you voted for, then, hey, I understand. There's a lot of people out there that have relationships and they have lost their relationships over the election. And we need to stop that, man. You got people you've been dealing with for years, and because of this election, it has driven a wedge straight down your relationship. You got family members and co-workers and friends and things like that you're not speaking to just because, people are divided on the issues. Well, people have a right to vote for who they want to vote for. And, everybody's not going to agree on the same issues. You got husbands and wives that don't agree on the same issues, but that don't mean that they can't cohabitate together. So we just going to keep it moving forward. I'll still ride with you. I don't care if you voted for Trump. I don't care if you voted for Kamala. I don't care if you didn't vote at all. I'll still ride with you. As long as your bike is well maintained and you can keep up with the Goldwing, I'll still ride with you. So I just want to put that out there for you guys. That's one thing about the Goldwing community. At the end of the day, when the world is falling apart, we can all still ride together. I've always said that the solution to world peace is the Honda Goldwing. And if everybody rode a Honda Goldwing, this would be a safer place and a nicer place to live. But unfortunately, that is not the case. What's going on, Shields? You got the extra keys. Okay, all right, good deal. Good deal, my brother. Shouts out to Shields that picked up my 2016 Honda Goldwing. I hope you're enjoying it, my brother. F6B Adventure said, what do I think of the clickbait that someone posted about the new 25 wings there at EICMA? It was a silver and green. It was a silver and green one. Yeah, I've had F6B Adventures. I've had several people to actually send me that video link. Shouts out to Road Glide. Shouts out to Road Glide out there in Texas. But I've had several people to send me the video link about that bike there at EICMA. I can't deny or confirm that that's accurate. You know, I don't know if they set that there just to throw people off. You know, I have no idea, you know, but be sure to check out my video where I talk about my predictions for the new 2025 Honda Goldwing. I also said in that video, you guys could go back and listen to it, that, you know, Honda could not make a 2025 Honda Goldwing. I doubt it, but I mean, that's possible. The Honda Goldwing that I saw at EICMA, when I looked at it, I didn't see any anniversary badges on it. Now, does that mean that that wasn't accurate? I don't know. Does that mean that it was a previous year model? I don't know. I know they didn't make the Goldwing in gray. It was like either a gray or a silver. So I know they didn't make a 2025 in that color. I mean, a 2024 in that color. So it's highly possible that, I mean, that could be the 2025 Honda Goldwing. I don't know, but I'm sure Honda is going to put out some information in the upcoming days, very, very soon. Some legitimate information letting us know about this Honda Goldwing. F6B Adventures. I think every Goldwing YouTube page has tried to monetize with the clickbait of I know about the 2025 Goldwing. Yeah, I mean, you know, people put out videos because a lot of these videos pay a lot of money. So people put a lot of information out there, whether it's fake or whether it's real, to get paid. So you subject to click on these videos, but that doesn't mean it's real. You know, you always gotta, you know, check more than one source, and then you want to get your information from a reliable source, because anybody can create a YouTube channel and throw some information up there, but that doesn't make it accurate. Hey, you on with Chris? We live in the Caliente garage.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
Hey, now who is this we got on the line?
Hey, Chris, this is Samuro from New York.
Okay, can you pronounce that again?
Samuro Adventure from New York.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna call you Adventure Samuro.
Yeah. So I've been following you for a long time, a couple of years already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's the weather there in New York, Samuro?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I said, how is the weather?
Weather is not too bad. It's 54, but it's still cold. It feels like 40.
Oh, okay. That's cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have some warning about busting, like plants and this and that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so talking about the Goldwing, I think I heard Cruzman Garage. He mentioned something about Honda supposed to do something this month. I think so.
Okay.
But I haven't heard any more about that. You know, I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's no information out on it just yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what's gonna be.
True that, man. True that. Yeah.
So where you live? You located in Memphis, in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, I'm in Memphis right now. It's raining. It's a muggy day. It's soggy. It's wet. It's not a good day to be out there riding.
Yeah. What about this guy, Mike Memphis? You know who I'm talking about, right? I haven't seen no more video about him.
Who? What's his name again?
Mike Memphis from Tennessee.
Oh, Memphis Mike.
Oh, Memphis Mike. Yeah, there you go.
I don't think Mike making any videos.
Okay, I know he's retired. He mentioned that in one of his videos.
That's correct. He did retire.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, he did retire. So the thing about these Goldwings, man, this is it's a very expensive hobby.
Oh,
And
yeah,
if you're gonna get into making videos, that means you got to buy cameras, you got to buy microphones, you got to buy lighting equipment, you got to.
If you're still working, it's not easy. Not easy. If you're working and have family, yeah, it's not easy to do that.
Well, it takes up a lot of time. First of all, it takes up a lot of time. People don't even realize how much time I was putting into making these videos, because I still have to make a living. But
for 10-minute video, I know what you mean. Yeah, because I have a daughter who makes video and I can see.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're just using your phone, but the way I record, I use several cameras. You gotta invest in the good cameras. You gotta invest in the good microphones for audio, wireless microphones, wired microphones. And then you gotta have a motorcycle. You gotta buy accessories. You gotta know how to put them on, and it's a lot of work.
A lot of people don't know. You're right. A lot of people think a motorcycle is cheaper. It's more expensive than any car. It's more expensive than buying a Mercedes-Benz. Believe me.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It depends what you do. Yeah, I know. I had a Goldwing 2022. Before that, I used to have a BMW, and then I got a Goldwing. Then I had the BMW again, and it's everything is expensive. I just spent $2,000 in luggage setting for my BMW. It's not easy.
Right, that's correct. It's very costly to do these videos. I mean, unless you're just making videos off your phone and maybe just doing some short videos. But if you're doing flat out full videos, the editing software is not free.
But it's not the same. It's not the same either.
That's correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot that goes into making these videos. I promise you.
Yeah. I did trade in my Goldwing because I have few incidents in my Goldwing, and I decided to get rid of that one. And I'm gonna get a new one, waiting for the new one to come. Let's see what's gonna be.
You waiting on the 2025?
Exactly. Yeah. Let's have to see if they're gonna make any change.
Okay. Now let me ask you something. Is there any changes that you would like to see to the new Honda Goldwing?
Yeah. The only thing I really would like to see change is the Bluetooth hardware on the Goldwing. Because that thing, I don't know yours, but mine never worked properly.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to work. Like, the problem was the connection when you start the bike. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I have to turn off the bike and turn over, I think the Hermit, my CNAT. I have to turn it off and turn it back on in order to connect properly. But after that, it never give you any problem. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, make sure that when you connecting cause the thing about the new Goldwing, you have to have your headset paired to the bike. And so make sure that your Bluetooth is not on. Make sure your headset is not paired to the phone when you're trying to pair it to the bike.
No, I know, yeah. I try all those things, but that's an issue. Most people don't talk about that problem, but that's a problem. That's the only problem that I have. I never have nothing else to complain.
Right.
Yeah. So the Goldwing is hard to beat.
It really is.
Hard.
You're doing some serious riding. What?
I bought it to ride. Every day I ride. I better touch my car.
What year is it?
The Goldwing?
Mm-hmm.
No, it went 2022. I traded in for my BMW.
BMW, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, just remember, all roads lead back to the Goldwing. So once you get through having a little fun on that BMW, you're going to have to come on back to the Goldwing.
Yeah, I did that because I
I have few incidents in my Goldwing, like I have a bang ring. I hit a pack hole and bang my ring, and I have a small crash making a left turn.
Okay.
Yeah, lady, I don't know. She pulled out from the parking. So man, but it wasn't hard. It was slow.
Right.
So I said, let me get rid of this one because it was a black Honda Goldwing. I want to get a different color next time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason I traded in, but it's not because I didn't love my bike. I actually have plans to get a new one, but I'm waiting for the new model to see what they're gonna do.
Well, we should know something here soon.
But like you said before in the beginning, I don't think they're gonna do any change. I don't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make any. No. Yep. Okay, Chris, I'm gonna leave you. I have something to do. So take care, man. Let's keep going.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Goodbye.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, thank you, Sumero. And that was Sumero checking in from New York. He said it's 54 degrees. You guys kind of have to bear with me. I'm actually getting over the flu. And it's been rough. That's one of the reasons why I canceled my trip to Galveston, man. I just didn't want to be around a lot of people. They said a cough is the last thing to go, so I'm still, seem like I'm still kind of dealing with that. Carl said, does anyone here use the Mustang seat? You on with Caliente live in the Caliente garage? Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Chris? Man, this is John, Big John from New Jersey.
Big John from New Jersey. What's going on, Big John?
I'm hanging in there, brother. It's 55 and sunny.
Man,
out here in Jersey.
Let me sip a little bit of Haterade. 55 and sunny, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty nice out there.
Man, it's raining here. It's muggy. I can't ride. I can't get in my Corvette. So I decided to just do a little live here in the Caliente garage, man. Just checking in with you guys, letting you guys know that I am okay.
Yeah, that's amazing too, because don't be jealous, because hey, it's 55 and sunny, but I'm in here getting ready to do these mods to this Goldwing. I got these Ergo 3s I'm getting ready to install. I did the adapter from using your video.
Okay.
And my Corvette sitting over there, it ain't getting no ride. Like you said, this Goldwing, the upgrades, boy, it's addictive.
It really is. It really is. But one thing about it, man, once you get your bike set up to how you like it, man, I mean, it's well worth it. When I first bought my Goldwing, I really wasn't that fond of it. But once I started putting all my accessories on there, and I got it fixed up and personalized the way I really like it,
right,
it's an awesome bike.
Most definitely. And I tell you, I've been watching you for about 6-7 years and never had a Goldwing, but just loved your videos.
Okay.
And had a couple of friends that ride the Wing, and they was always telling me, you got to come on to the Wing Nation.
Right. Well, I'm glad you decided to come on over, man. What year you say? What year is your bike?
I just got a 2017, the last generation.
Okay.
Of the Gen 2.
Okay.
With 2,600 miles.
Right. Okay.
And I'm going to tell you something, Chris. I was getting ready to get a brand new Wing. I was getting a 2024.
Right.
I had my heart set. I test rode.
Right.
One, I fell in love with the DCT.
Uh-huh.
And what happened was a friend of mine who has the generation, year 2 generation, said, do yourself a favor. Before you pull the trigger, go drive that 2017.
Right.
And I reluctantly, I didn't want to do it, but someone said, do your due diligence. And I went and test rode that baby. And I'm going to tell you something, Chris. I'm about 6'3".
Right.
And I thought this bike was going to be a pig compared to the new one, because I already had the DCT on my mind and had it in my DNA. But
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, I drove that 2017 between the wind protection, the power was still there. That clutch was smooth. The clutch was buttery smooth. I couldn't believe it. I pulled the trigger and I said, you know what? I'm gonna get this one and drive it for a while, and then at least I know what the new ones are about.
Right. Right.
And at least I got this one. I want to, get a taste of this Gen 2.
Right. Right. Yeah. That big Goldwing, man. It's so comfortable, man. Man, I've put so many miles on that big Goldwing, and I enjoyed every minute of it. A lot of people didn't think I was gonna get rid of mine. But yeah, the big Goldwing it's just a different feel. It's a lot smoother.
Yeah.
It handles the wind better. It handles the bumps better. It's a smoother bike. To me, the newer Goldwing is more fun to ride. But if I had to take a long distance trip and I was pulling a passenger, I'd rather be on the big bike.
And that's my wife gonna start riding with me. So I say, you know what, this makes sense for now. But I'm gonna tell you, make no mistake, even from watching your videos, how you try to explain the difference. I watch your video, the difference between, the new one and the old one.
Right.
They're both excellent machines. They're both excellent.
Right. They are. They are.
It's just different things about that brand new one compared to the old one, and vice versa.
Yep. It just depends on what you want to experience that day. I like the technology. I love the technology of this new bike. I really do, because I'm more of a tech guy.
Yeah, that's what I really gravitated. I really wanted all that technology, the power windshield, the screen. Now everything is there.
Right. But that big bike, it's a different beast, man. Especially in the wintertime, it blocks a lot of the wind. Honestly, I prefer to ride the bigger bike in the wintertime and the smaller bike in the summertime. But it's still a wonderful bike, regardless of which bike you're riding. But yeah, that 17 is a beast.
And I'll tell you something, Chris, I couldn't believe it. I came off of, I had a Victory, which was an excellent bike, and I had a Rocket 3.
Okay.
The Triumph Rocket 3, 2300cc.
Right.
But I never would ride a wing until I went and test drove that 2017, and I kind of kicked myself. I said, all these years, I used to hear everybody talk about the wing.
Right.
Until I rode it. And I'm going to tell you something. When you ride one, it will change your life.
Right. Yeah. Once I put that custom seat on there, that ultimate seat, man, that made the ride experience even better. Even better when I put that custom seat on the big Goldwing.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have the ultimate seat.
I heard good things about that ultimate. I heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I know if I get that. I'm okay with the
seat.
The stock seat.
Right.
But I know if I get that ultimate from hearing you talk about that ultimate seat and some of my friends, I know it's going to be lights out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the things I did like about the big Goldwing is that seat was the stock seat was comfortable. But the ultimate seat made it a little bit better. Now on this new bike, oh yeah, you have to change the seat. I mean, that new seat is. I don't want to say trash because I don't want to say that, but it's not a good seat in my opinion. Now you got some guys out there that still riding a stock seat. I don't think it's that comfortable. Not for a long ride. For a short ride, yeah, it's okay. But for a long ride, I think it needs a custom seat. On the older Goldwing, that seat was comfortable from Honda. It was comfortable stock. But if you upgraded it, it was even better.
Okay, Chris, I want to ask you this question.
Go for it.
Do you think there's any pros or cons to buying a used Ultimate compared to just go ahead and buying a brand new one?
Well, I mean, if you can find one that's been maybe garage kept or taken care of, it just depends on the condition of the seat. Everybody don't take good care of their stuff, but if the seat look like it's been taken good care of and it's been well maintained and depending on their size, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea if you can find one. That's been taken care of.
Right.
Yeah.
I got got you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be above putting a used one on my bike, especially if the person took care of it. You know,
Okay,
but if their tires are slick, their bike is always dirty, and their windshield is nasty, and you know, some people don't take pride in their stuff. So, you know, for me, it's hard to accept something if it hadn't been taken good care of. But if it's been taken good care of, the bike is clean. You know, they always, you know, they real meticulous with their products and stuff like that. Yeah, I can see myself putting a used one on from there.
All right, so basically, if I'm getting one from you, man, I'll be good to go. If you had that extra one before, I know you sold one already.
Yeah, if I had one, you know, I take good care of my stuff because the way I see it, that, and it's with everything I buy, it doesn't matter what it is. I always look at it as, what if I need to sell it later, or can I sell it later?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like if I was gonna go look at a used car, if the tires are slick, I don't even want the car. I don't even want to look at because if you haven't changed the tires, I know you haven't changed the brakes. You follow me? So
right.
If the check engine light is on and you know, some people will use something until it's worn out and then they want to get rid of it.
Right.
You know, so but whatever you buy, you still got to maintain it. Mm-hmm. So if you're not maintaining this automobile and you jump into another automobile, you still have to maintain it. But some people will drive the life out of something and jump into something else. Drive the life out of it and then jump into something else. I don't believe in doing that. Right. So I try to take care of what I have. So when in the event, if I want to get rid of it, you know, it would be in very good condition and it wouldn't be hard for me to get rid of it. I may not ever get rid of it, but if I want to, I know I can at least get rid of it. Right. And that's just my rule of thumb. But everybody, you know, everybody's different.
Right.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I try to take good care of my stuff because who knows, you may need to sell it. You know, something may come up, you know, you may fall on hard times. The money, you know, you may have a situation where, you know, you may want to upgrade. You know, you may want to sell your old and get something newer.
Right.
And I learned a long time ago, clean sales. I learned that if it's clean, it'll sell. So.
And that's the reason why I bought this wing.
Yeah.
It was low miles. It was clean as hell.
Right. Exactly. Clean sales. If you want to sell something, make sure it's good and clean. Whatever it is, I don't care if it's a helmet. It could be any accessory you got. If it's taken care of, you can sell it a lot faster than if it wasn't clean.
Right.
That's just my 2 cents on it.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, sir.
Well, Chris, I want to tell you thank you, man, for all the work you do.
Appreciate you there.
I know you probably already know, but you help a lot of people all across the United States, man, with your videos, man.
Thank you, Big John. I appreciate it, my brother. Thank y'all for watching and tuning in, man.
And I try to like everything I see. And I went back to your first video, man, and it's amazing. From that first video,
yeah,
to how you've come a long way, brother. You've come a long way, man. God bless you, man.
Thank you, Big John. I appreciate it, man. Yep. Thank you, my brother.
All right, and hopefully one day I get to meet you.
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna be riding now. Now I got this wing, and I'm retired, so I'm gonna be all over trying to ride and get to spots, man.
I'm gonna have to make it up to Jersey sometime. I hadn't been up there yet. I'm gonna have to make it up there, man. I'm gonna have to make it up to Jersey. Yes, sir.
It sounds good. You gotta come when that weather's good.
Yeah, maybe when it warmed up, maybe to Philly, do a little Jersey, you know, a little New York. You know, I gotta go north.
Now, Chris, you don't ride in no snow or nothing like that, do you?
I don't ride in the snow. I will ride in the cold.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's snowing, it's to me it's kind of not worth it because now you risk tearing up your bike, you risk having a crash, and if you wait a day or two, I'm sure the weather will clear up, and you know, you can always ride another day.
Yeah, and that's salt. The bad thing up here, you know, in the Northeast is that salt. Tears your undercarriage up.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you don't get to it and constantly wash it off.
Yeah, they'll start putting that chemicals on the street, man, if they think it's gonna snow, and that stuff will eat through your metal. It's not worth it, man. Riding in the snow is not. I mean, if you got that type of bike and you live in that type of environment, but a Goldwing, nah. Mm-hmm. And if you think about it, when the weather's bad, generally you're not gonna be snowed in for no more than a week. Right. I mean, I guess you could be longer, but you know, always live to ride another day. That's the point I'm making. Live to ride
Right, I
another
got
day.
you.
Yeah, it's not worth the risk. Tearing up your bike, jacking up your insurance rates, hurting yourself when you can just wait another day or two and just ride another day.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Now,
So,
the point of this video you got is we trying to see if the new 25 is out. It's supposed to come out right now.
which video?
Your live video right now.
No,
Is
I'm
this about
no,
the 25 is out?
no. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said no. I didn't. No. I didn't say that. The reason I did this live video is because, for one, it's raining outside.
Okay.
I can't get on my bike. I can't take out my car. And so I decided to just do a little bit of live in the Caliente garage. Because a lot of times my viewers, they wonder where I'm at, what am I doing and things like that. So, every now and then I'll do a little bit live in the garage and just try to talk to some of the people that watching my videos and see what's going on in their mind. And I'm just basically checking in. That's all I'm doing. I'm just checking in.
Got you.
I'm just checking in. Yeah, but as soon as the 2025 information comes out, as soon as I get it, I'll put it out there. I mean, I'm sure other people will do the same, because everybody's just sitting back in a holding pattern, waiting to see what's going to happen with this new bike. So there's a lot of misinformation that's floating around. There's AI pictures and AI videos, and nobody knows what's real. Right. So everybody,
that's what I was going to say. That AI is really messing everybody up.
Yeah.
With these videos.
Right. Yeah. AI is crazy. So you just don't know what's real and what's fake. So I'm sure Honda's going to be putting out some information very soon. But okay, Big John, we got another caller coming in. Let's give somebody an opportunity to get on with the Caliente. Okay, appreciate you. All right. Thank you. You on with Caliente, and I'm live in the Caliente garage. What's on your mind?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, who is this?
Steve from Minnesota.
Steve from Minnesota. What's going on, Steve from Minnesota?
Hey, thanks for your live today. It's about 50 degrees, cloudy, but I went out yesterday for about a 60-mile ride, and it's still a little bit of riding left to do here. No snow on the ground yet.
Okay. Yeah, Minnesota.
I was just going to say, I really appreciated your last caller. I think he was the one that bought that 17 Goldwing.
Yes, Big John.
Yeah, Big John.
Big John out of Jersey.
Everyone, as you know, has a Goldwing journey, I guess. I'm 61. I started out with an 86 Goldwing Aspencade. Had an 02 Goldwing. Had an 07 airbag model.
Okay.
And then I went to the 21, thinking that'd be my last bike. I bought a blacked out 6-speed manual.
Okay.
And I talked to you before about that, because you were on a show once where you talking about how to accessorize your bike.
Right.
And I tell you, I heard a lot about the DCT, and I guess I have to admit I was one of those guys that was maybe a little old-fashioned and was like, no, I want to shift.
Right, right.
I want to do that type of riding. But, and I wanted to make sure, and maybe Big John's still listening, but I wanted to make sure that if I did go to the DCT, that I was 100% sure that that's what I wanted to do. Right. So on that 21, I put 16,000 miles on that 21. Okay. And, boy, as far as shifting, it's probably the smoothest clutch I've ever had on a Goldwing. Yes. And I was extremely happy with it. But I did end up, like you do, I kept it mint clean and got a really good trade-in price, and I traded for a 23 blacked out DCT. Right. I think the biggest thing, I love that 7th gear. Yes. And I do drive and tour. I don't consider myself an aggressive rider by any means, but I used to have an FJ 1300 Yamaha. Right. And that's a, kind of a sport cruiser and 145 horse, extremely fast bike. And then, when the new generation came out, it's almost like taking that FJR 1300 and melding it with, a 17.
Yes.
And getting, the new body style and everything with an 18.
Right. That sportier action.
So, but I can tell you this much. When I had my 21, I would see a lot of videos with people with these DCTs, and they were always riding in tour mode. And I was like, man, why doesn't anyone use sport mode very much in DCT?
Right.
With the DCT model. But I know why now. I rode in sport mode probably 90% of the time with my 21.
Right.
But the sport mode with the DCT is much more aggressive, I find.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, shifts harder, runs a little higher RPM, which the sport on the 21 did too, but I see why just about everyone rides in tour mode with DCT, because that's pretty much all I ride in is tour mode. So, but you're exactly right. You need to change out the seat. I did send my stock seat out to California and got a Russell Daylong.
How's that working out for you?
Extremely happy with it.
Okay.
Yeah, very happy with it.
Okay.
It made it closer to, the stock seat on like a 17, like Big John's bike.
Right. Right.
That was probably the most comfortable stock Goldwing seat I think you could find.
True that. Yep.
But yeah, really enjoy your videos. You've helped me through a lot of installations. I've got an F4 smoked windshield on mine, the tall version.
Okay.
I've got the Healy riser on there. I've got the lights on the back, Honda luggage rack. Yeah, really, you've got to accessorize it though to really make it your own.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. So, but you hit another real big thing. I'm not near as tech smart as you are. However, I just love all the Bluetooth technology and being able to answer a phone call while you're riding and make a phone call while you're riding, and all the Bluetooth technology is fantastic on the new ones. Yeah.
Hey, I totally agree with you, man. I'm just sitting back listening to you. Like, yeah, I'm in agreement with you. When I first was thinking about buying the new style Honda Goldwing, I wasn't a big fan of getting a DCT and just like you, I was like, man, I don't know if I think because I was so used to manual, but I was thinking, I try to think up the road. I was like, well, if I buy a DCT and I decide I don't like it, I can probably sell it faster than I could if it was a manual. That's what was going through my mind at the time. Not that I wanted a DCT. I was just remember, like I said a few minutes ago, I look at everything like, could I sell it once I buy it?
Right.
And I was looking at that DCT like, man, I'm not a big fan of this bike, but I'll buy it. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but I'll get the DCT just in case I need to sell it. That would be a selling point. And that's what I was thinking at the time. So I bought the bike, brought it home, started riding it, and man, I started saying, wow. And I found myself, when I was putting all my accessories on my bike, I found myself leaning more toward the DCT. So I would walk out in my garage, and I would look like a deer in headlights going, man, which bike do I take? Do I take the DCT or do I take the manual? So I would always find myself leaning more toward the DCT. Right. Even on road trips. And there's been times, I had trip scheduled, and I would wait till like the night before I decide on which bike I'm going to take.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say, okay, I'm going to take the big bike. Excuse me. And then when it's time to load the big bike, I'll make excuses to jump on the DCT.
Sure.
To make a long story short, I end up just getting rid of it. I've found myself riding a smaller bike more because I'm a technology guy. I love the electronic windshield, the up and down. I love the Apple CarPlay, the Android Auto. I like the key fob. When I walk away from the bike lock itself. With the manual, you ask yourself, did I lock my trunk? Did I lock, with the DCT, you don't have to worry about that because it's automatic lock. So little things like that. Yeah, the saddlebags are small. True enough. Yeah, the front fairing is small. True enough. So there's some things about the bike I felt like need to be improved. But overall, I love that windshield go up. I love that DCT, man. I love being able to see my fuel range, and I like to be able to put the bike in different modes. And if Honda, let me say this real quick, and I'll give you the mic back. If Honda would take all of that technology and put it on a big Goldwing, I don't think there's any motorcycle out there could come close. If they took the same bike and just up, as a matter of fact, they just made 2 bikes, the current size Goldwing, and then made a bigger one with the same features for the big guys that want to have that big machine going down the road. I don't think anything out there could even come close.
No, I agree 100%.
That's just my personal opinion.
You're a bigger guy.
Yeah, because some people
6'2", 6'4".
Right.
I mean, there's no doubt you have more wind coverage and you feel the weight a little bit more just because it's really comfortable. You don't feel every bump in the road,
Exactly.
But I will say, with the DCT, I've only got 9,000 on my 23 right now, but I did take it to a trip to see my son in Seattle from Minnesota. So that was about a 3,400 mile trip. And
right.
Yeah, you get a lot of people asking questions about it when you stop.
Yep.
But even now, and maybe you find, I know you ride a lot more because you have the weather for it year round, but I tell you, I get on that thing and I giggle just about every time I take off because people just don't understand, if they haven't ridden one, how smooth it is.
Right.
And you're 2-3 blocks down the road and you're already in 7th gear.
Yeah. And when you mention that 7th gear, another advantage of that 7th gear is it allows the bike to run at a lower RPM.
Exactly.
Because on the previous generation, you running 70 miles an hour, you at 3,000 RPMs.
Yeah.
But on the newer bike, at 70 miles an hour, you might be at 2,200 RPMs or 2,300. I mean, somewhere up in there. It could be 25, but even though still it's running a lot lower than that 5-speed. And
I could be wrong. You maybe be able to attest to this. I think at around 80 miles an hour in tour mode, it's maybe 2,500 RPM, something like that.
Yeah. And when you mentioned earlier about why do people always ride in tour, one of the things is the bike default to tour. So when you cut the bike off, it automatically goes back to tour mode. It just and when you take off, a lot of times you just you in tour mode until you realize
Well,
it burns less fuel.
How you ride the bike too.
Yep. Yeah, and when you mentioned about riding in sport mode a lot, the only reason I don't ride in sport mode a lot is because, for one, it makes the bike want to take off like a rocket.
It does.
And for two, it burns more fuel when I put it in sport mode. So, unless I need that type of aggressive riding, I'll leave it in tour mode. But but I have that option, and that's the thing about it. You have the option to put that bad boy in sport mode and get in it.
Right.
If you're traveling and you're running low on fuel and you're not sure about your fuel stop, slow down, put it in eco mode, and stretch the miles out. So I mean, it's as it relates to this new Goldwing, I can't see Honda making any changes. I mean, I talked about that in my Goldwing predictions. What changes I think Honda would make. I don't think Honda's going to make any changes. I think they're going to go with anniversary badges. But as for changing a bike, I don't think so. But I could be wrong. We're going to find out very, very soon when Honda put this information out.
You. They're pretty stubborn that way. I could maybe see them putting adaptive cruise on or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. It's a selling point, but.
Just a couple more points, then I'll get off your line and open it up again. But
okay.
The other thing, when I was telling my wife that I was going to trade my 21 in for the 23, at the end of the day, as I keep riding and at my age, I want the best brakes. I want the best lights. I want safety,
Right.
And these lights are bright. and I know you can attest to that. And you're really well seen just leaving things stock. You know, I'm a big believer in having lights on your trunk, you know, for sure. But and then the other thing is just, you know, I find myself, and I'll leave you with this point, Chris, I'm not thinking about what gear I'm in. I'm not thinking about pulling the clutch in or letting the clutch out or killing the bike. I'm concentrating on my surroundings. I'm looking behind me. I'm looking around me, especially at intersections. I'm much more attuned to the traffic with the DCT now than I was with the manual. So as far as a safety tip, I just want to leave that out there for people to think about.
Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean, because when you're riding a manual, like for me, I record a lot when I'm riding. Most of the time I'm recording. A lot of times I'll pull off and forget to clip my helmet, right? I'll forget to put my chin strap on. So I'm going down the road and I realize, wait a minute, my chin strap is not on. And I'm on my manual at this time. Now it's been times I'll let the handlebars go and clip my chin strap back. But let's just say I was on a street to where it was red lights and things like that. And I say, well, I'm going to come to a stop at an intersection, and then I'll put my chin strap on. So on the manual, I'll come to a stop at the intersection, and now I'm sitting there trying to find neutral so I can let the handlebars go, or let the clutch go, so I can strap my helmet. Well, the thing about the Honda Goldwing, you're sitting there, the older Goldwing, you're sitting there trying to find neutral. And sometimes as soon as you find neutral, before you can let the handlebars go, the light change, and now you got to pull off because the traffic is behind you is ready to go.
Yeah, you're taking a step out of like having to make an evasive move.
Right.
If you need to make an evasive move, you're in gear already.
Yes.
Just hit the throttle.
Yes. The thing I like, but the DCT, if I forget to strap my helmet and I come to a stop, I could just let the handlebars go easy just as soon as I stop, because the bike is already in first gear, but it's not rolling.
Right.
Unless you squeeze the throttle. So you let the handlebars go, strap your helmet back, and then you can pull back off.
Right.
So I really like that about the DCT. So when you mentioned that, you brought that back to my remembrance. It's one of the reasons why I just like the DC. I just like the DCT better. I just wish they would put it on a bigger bike, and that would be just a grand slam. But you know, I'll take it either way I can get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Falls under safety.
I just wanted to let your listeners know. I mean, I'm not someone that went right to a DCT. I mean, I did put quite a few miles on that 21.
Right.
I loved it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But as I get older and as I want to ride as long as I can, this bike does everything I need to do. I have to remind myself to use hill assist too once in a while when I'm on a little hill.
Yes.
That's a nice feature too.
Right. Yep. That hill assist, I loved it, man. You get on, you if you're about to roll, just squeeze the brake, let it go, boom, it locks it in place. It's got and see, those little things like that is what I just love about the DCT. And don't get me wrong, the big bike is a comfortable bike, it's a smooth bike, and it's a smooth ride, hands down. And all bikes got advantages and disadvantages, but those are some of the things that I really like about the DCT. And just being able to hear it from a listener, from a person that's actually experiencing it, because I could tell my viewers all day long that, man, this thing is the best thing since sliced bread. But until you get out there and try it for yourself and become one with the bike, then you'll truly fully understand what I'm talking about if you already don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So I appreciate you.
And I think when the 18 came out, and maybe even into the 19, you know, little clunky, little louder, but man, you know, once they got past the 2021s, I think 2021, it's definitely they've continued to make, I'm sure, small improvements with the DCT because it's so quiet and shifts so effortlessly. So that's what I like.
Yep. And then if you're coming into a corner hot, so if you're riding, and let's say you're riding 70, let's say you're riding 60. And you're coming into you're getting off the interstate, and you're coming into a tight curve. All you have to do is just hit the paddle shift down 2 or 3 times, and it's gonna real quickly but gently downshift it for you.
Exactly.
quicker than you can actually downshift with your feet.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
smoother.
Right.
Yeah, I love it. I get it.
No, I love it.
I
love it too.
I'm about.
I mean, the
I'm
brakes on this thing are phenomenal too. I mean, this thing's got so much stopping power, and they're intuitive. You know, the brakes. If you're putting up on too much front brake, the rear brake will kick in a little more. You know.
Yep.
I don't think a lot of people understand how those brakes work.
Yep. When you apply the rear brakes, it does put pressure on the front brakes, and vice versa.
Yes.
But anytime you're stopping, you really should use both brakes at the same time. But it does apply when you apply the rear brake or the front brake. It does apply the opposite end. Yes, because they're kind of linked together.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Well, Chris, I'm a longtime viewer, second time caller. I really enjoy your lives. I learn a lot about the Goldwing, all years Goldwings, you know, from your videos, and they've been very helpful. And I'm just trying to share, you know, some other opinions and views out there for people that are maybe battling about what they should do or what they should buy. I mean, buy what you want, but you know, I think spend the money, cry once, you know, get what you want.
Yep.
Keep it clean, like you said. You keep a clean bike, it's going to sell no problem, you know.
Yes.
And I know you're meticulous about how you maintain your stuff, but yeah, enjoy your videos. Thanks for everything you do, Chris. Stay safe out there, and I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I'm ready to get back out there. And I appreciate you calling and checking in and just sharing your story with me.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
God bless, Chris.
give me your name one more time.
What's that?
Give me your name one more time.
Yeah, Steve. Steve Peterson out in
Minnesota.
Central
Steve.
Minnesota.
Steve out of Minnesota. I appreciate you, Steve. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, you too.
Thank
Take
you.
care, Chris.
Thank you.
Bye.
And we're all right. Appreciate you there, Steve. We're doing this thing live in the Caliente garage. If you guys are just tuning in, I decided to just do live in the garage today because it's raining outside. It's soggy. It's wet. There's no riding. I can't get in my vet. I can't ride my motorcycle. So I decided to just kind of check in with you guys and let you guys know that your boy Chris is doing fine. I hadn't been putting out a bunch of videos riding, but believe me, I will be back on the Goldwing soon. If anybody out there watching this live feed and you want to get on with your boy Chris, my phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. 901-468-9032. And if you guys want to support the Caliente YouTube channel, be sure to click that $, the thanks button. Make that small donation. Buy your boy Chris a cup of coffee. And I'm going to check out some of your comments. Dave Gratton. Good morning, Chris. Just got done raking 10 bags of leaves. I know what you mean. I had to get up leaves the other day, and the wind was blowing. So as I blow the leaves one direction, they come right back at me. So it was rough. I just received my Cardo Neo this past week, so I got something to do tomorrow if it rains like it's supposed to. Yeah. Where you located there, Dave? Let me know where you located. Dave Gratton. William says he's looking forward to buying his first Goldwing by April 2025. Yeah, I'm hoping soon, man. We're going to get some information. I predict in the upcoming days, we're going to be hearing some about this new Goldwing. So y'all stay tuned to my channel for that. Or if y'all get some information before me, y'all can email it to me at chriscaliente@yahoo.com, or you can even text me. You could text my phone. I'm going to put the phone number up. My live number. You can also text that live number, 901-468-9032. If you guys have information that you would like to send me as well. And be sure to let me know what city, what state, what country you're checking in from. And let me know how's the weather on your end. Somebody asked, what is the horsepower of the stock Goldwing? What is the horsepower of the stock Goldwing? If anybody know that answer, be sure to put that down in the comments. I know it's at least 100. I don't know the exact number. Around 120 or something. I'm not really sure on horsepower. But if anybody know the horsepower, be sure to put that in the comment section below. I could get the information. It's on the website. I just know it's a lot of power, so I don't really pay that much attention to it. William he's from Lebanon, Tennessee. Southern Boys Ride, how guys and gals. Harold Coleman, hey, do you know if the rear brake pedal can be extended? I'm sure it can. I'm sure that it can. J Pick is on his sale. Jesus Melendez said he really liked the Goldwing stock seat. However, he wondered if he can re-upholster with leather or something like that. Yeah, you could, because the matter of fact, the last seat that I sold, I had it reupholstered here in town at Dunn's Upholstery, and you can reupholster with leather or you can go with vinyl. The only thing about leather is that, you know, if it rains and stuff like that, you got to take that into consideration. So if you're going to reupholster your seat, it's probably best to go with vinyl, because vinyl looks like leather, and it's resistant to the weather. But as opposed to if you try to put straight leather on your bike and it start raining, now you're getting into, you know, getting that seat wet, and that's probably not a good thing. And I'm sure you can put some treatment on there like leather oil and things like that. But if you're going to get your seat redone, you might as well go with vinyl, unless it's going to be a show bike. If it's going to be a show bike and you're not really riding, you just put it in shows. Yeah, I guess leather would be okay. Okay, I appreciate you there, Tui. I got your message there. I'll check it out in a little bit. And I'm just checking out some of your comments. Maurice, can I wait or can I get it now? My question is the DCT or not. I respect your opinion based on your experience. You don't just own the Goldwing. You are a Goldwing motorcyclist. Like myself, I don't just own a horse. I am a cowboy. Feel you. Well, I like the DCT. I'm kind of biased to the DCT. So if your question is, should you buy a manual or the DCT? Should you buy a 23 or 24 or wait on the 25? I would say just wait on the 25 and see what they're putting out. We should be knowing something here in a few days. Be sure to check out my video where I predict some of the changes that I think Honda would make. Check that video out. I personally don't think they're going to make any changes, but we'll see. (901-468-9032) if you want to get on with your boy Chris. And I'm just checking out some of your comments, and I'm going to be ending this live feed here in a little bit. Andrew Ive, is supposed to rain a little later in Chicago. Let's go to some of the comments on my Facebook and see what you guys are saying. All right. Stephen Troy. Sound like I'm getting some feedback here. All right. So we're going to go to some of the comments, and I'm looking at this. Stephen Troy says MAGA, M-A-G-A. That's right, MAGA, M-A-G-A. I'm going to make Goldwing great again. Make Goldwing great again, M-A-G-A. I'm making Goldwing great again. Stand by. We got a caller coming in. You on with Caliente? And we are live on the Goldwing here in the Cali.
Anything I say will be used against me. I know that's right.
Anything you say can be used in a Caliente video.
and I agree to this. How you doing, my brother?
How you doing, my brother? Road Glide is in the house.
Man, I miss you. I miss you going coast to coast and seeing that beautiful Goldwing out there. When's that going to happen?
Yeah, I'm hoping 2025. I'm thinking about going back out west.
I'm going to go with you. You think you might head up north, maybe to
Yes.
Napa and the wine country?
I don't know. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. If you want to go with me, yeah, just let me know. If anybody out there you want to roll with me, I'm gonna go back out west.
For sure.
2025.
Sure.
Be sure to text me.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah.
Anyway, talk to me about what's going on in the garage today.
Well, Road Glide. It's raining here. It's overcast. It's wet.
We just had some of that. You probably get what we had.
Yeah. Appreciate you sending that my way.
Yeah, we need it. The farmers need it.
Yeah, so I just decided to do a little live in the Caliente garage. I can't get in my Corvette. I can't ride my Goldwing.
Beautiful Corvette, I must say.
Yeah,
looking tight with the smoke tops, the T-top.
Yeah, sinus is kind of acting up today, and I just decided to check in with my viewers and just kind of thank everybody for just tuning in and watching my videos and just trying to see if anybody got any questions or comments or anything that they want to.
We love the style. We love the beauty that you bring to this community. You definitely do something way different than anybody else does. This is your turf.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you there, Road Glide.
No matter who's out there doing what they do.
Yes.
Nobody does it with Caliente flavor. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Why do you think every fuel stop and every pit stop takes so long? Where are they going to? They're not going to Road Glide, Mike. They're going over to Caliente.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You were the catalyst. You started it. All my comments have always pointed to the Caliente direction. The Caliente inspired that.
Yes.
Let me ask you: are you going to be coming to the toy run, to the Texas toy run this year?
I will be there, my brother. I will be there.
God.
I would.
That is exciting.
It's
very exciting. I know Brother Cowboy and Sister Cowgirl, and the people in Texas are looking forward to seeing you there. So don't keep that on the down low.
Rain, shine, sleet, or snow, Caliente is on the go.
You know where your hotels are. I know how you like to live.
Yes.
You like to live like a rock and roller.
Go big or go home. That's what they say.
No KOA campgrounds for Caliente.
No, we're not doing no campgrounds. Caliente not sleeping on the ground. Now I will. I'm not above sleeping on the ground, but
No, I hear you. I hear you.
I'm not.
Even that sleeping on the ground though is going to come with a nice air mattress, a nice pillow.
Inflate.
I know there'll be some kind of a ventilation system, and there might be air fresheners. And no, man, I know your style. You are dressed to the nines. Everything you do is high quality.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And shouts out once again. Shouts out to Solo out there in Philadelphia that sent me this Goldwing jacket. I appreciate you there. This Goldwing top. Shouts out to their Solo out there in Philadelphia.
Solo knows about image. Let me tell you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you there. I feel like it's Christmas.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I just wanted to touch base with you and thank you always. Thank you for all the product information, all the installations. I mean, there are hundreds of videos that you have out there now. I mean, hundreds. And you are one of a kind. I appreciate you always.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Road Glide. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you and all you do and all your support and everything you do, man, for the Caliente crew, man. And appreciate you, my brother. Yes, sir. Thank you.
100% respect. And I know you've been always the first on the court. You're a hard worker, family man, husband, and a great friend. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, Road Glide.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great evening. And,
okay.
That rain, it'll pass soon.
Hopefully so. Hopefully the rain will move on out of here. It's supposed to rain Saturday and Sunday, so I'm gonna be on. For over the weekend. It's just gonna be soggy and wet, but we'll get through it.
Guess what? I believe it might be coming our way because they're talking about that rain coming this way.
Yeah. They had that hurricane out there, Rachel out there in the Gulf of Mexico, and I think it's supposed to dissipate. But let me take another caller. We got another caller coming in. Appreciate your Road Glide. Thank you, my brother.
God bless you and your family.
Thank you.
Yeah, God bless you.
All right, thank you. And we're going to go back to the phone line. You're on with Caliente. We're live in the Caliente garage. Who we got on the line? Go ahead. You're on with Caliente.
Yeah, this is Mr. Baxfist from Iowa.
You said Mr. Max? Mr. Mac.
Baxfist.
All righty. From Iowa.
From Burlington, Iowa.
All right, you got it. What's on your mind, my brother?
Hey, I watch your videos and all your runs and stuff, and one of these days I'd like to meet you.
Man, I'm gonna try to get up your way. I will try to get up your way.
I've got a 2013 Honda Goldwing.
Yes.
I just turned over 122,000 miles,
Wow. Okay.
and I love it. I want to buy a new one,
Mm-hmm.
and I had ordered one, the 2018, and found out that I don't fit on it.
Oh.
I'm 6'6", about 280,
Okay.
and my knees were rubbing up against the fairing,
Yes.
so I had to cancel that.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since then, I've been looking at them and sitting on them, and I was hoping that this 2025 would give me at least about an inch with my knees.
Yeah. And that's what that's exactly what I've been trying to say. That's why I feel like they should make two Goldwings. You got the smaller guys like myself, and then you have the bigger guys. The bigger guys need a bigger bike. If they have taken this exact same bike and take the same features and just put it on a bigger bike, you don't even have to change the features. Just make the bike bigger. It will make a world of difference. I think it'll bring a lot of big riders over to the new wing.
I would love it. I would love it.
Yep. So the only thing I can recommend is for the big guys. If you want to ride the new bike or the older bike, put a custom seat on it. I highly recommend going with the ultimate seat. Go with the King Rider. It's gonna sit you back a few inches, and that way your knees won't be bumping up against the fairings.
Okay, I had ordered a Corbin.
Okay.
seat,
Okay.
and it does pretty good. I mean, I don't have any problem with my knees up against the fairing with the 2013,
Mm-hmm.
but my seat was hard and it was hurting my butt.
Yeah. That Corbin seat is firm.
So right now, that's what I'm riding, and it's not too bad. I do about hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I get off and get gas, and
Right.
then I go in, But I would love to have a seat that would let me have a little bit more room on a new one. If I could get one, I'd buy a new one right now.
Yes.
But like I said, I just wanted to holler at you. I watched your videos and saw your bikes. I hate you got rid of that big sexy.
Yeah. I got a lot of flack out there. I got rid of that bike, man. I don't think too many people like the fact they didn't get an opportunity to buy it. But
right.
I didn't want that bike just sitting up. I decided that I was just going to get rid of it. And some people, they like it. They bikes are garage trophies, and I found myself leaning more toward the DCT. I would walk out and I look at both bikes, and it's like, do I take the manual? Do I take the DCT? and I found myself just leaning more toward the DCT.
Right.
And I made a command decision. I decided to just get rid of it. Not for that reason only, but that was one of the reasons. I just didn't want the bike just sitting up, being a garage trophy. I found myself leaning more toward the DCT. But the big bike is a comfortable bike. I really enjoyed it. I put more miles on it. I owned it longer. Matter of fact, I had the 14 in it, and then I bought the 16. And you know, so I really loved that bike, but it was time to just let it go.
Right.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Well, I had contacted you about a year ago, and I think I said hi, and you told me to send you a couple of pictures of my bike.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not really up on all the electronic stuff, you know.
Right.
So I never knew if you had gotten it or not. But I just saw you on today, and I said, I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
And just say hi to him, you know.
Yeah. I really appreciate that, man. I like talking to my viewers, man. You know, I love the interaction. You know, it's amazing how the Goldwing just bring a lot of people together, regardless of your race, your age, your political background, your beliefs. You know, we all love the Goldwings. We love the ride, and that's something that we all can enjoy. And I enjoy talking to my viewers, man, because you guys are the reason that I make the videos. Making videos are my hobby. You know, I try to explain that to people. You know, I've had people to say, well, because you said this, I'm unsubscribing to your channel and things like that. Hey, that's fine. You know, I do this because it's my passion. I do this because I love my viewers. And this is my hobby, and this is what I like to do. So I appreciate you just sharing your information and calling in and just speaking with me. I really enjoy talking to my viewers. And, you know, because it's always good to just hear from you guys. You know, I need to know, is the products that I'm recommending, are they doing you any good? And then I hear things from you guys that I learned from. So, you know, it goes both ways, and I just appreciate all of you guys.
Well, thank you. And I travel a lot, so if you happen to hear Mr. Backfist on the radio, that's me.
Okay. How are you spelling that?
Okay, it's MR. There's BACKFIST.
Backfist.
Yeah.
Okay. Backfist. Okay. I hate.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that name?
I was an amateur martial artist.
Oh, okay. So you hit him with that backfist.
And I used to fight all over the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
That's how I won most of my matches is with a back fist.
Oh, okay. A back fist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. Back fist. Okay.
Yep.
And if anybody give you any trouble, I know you're going to hit him with that back fist.
I got to do it.
Man, I tell you. But it's good to hear from you all the way from Iowa, man. I appreciate you from checking in, Mr. Backfist.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, my brother.
Bye.
And I appreciate it. And that was Mr. Backfist calling from Iowa. Be sure to let me know what city, what state, what country you're checking in from. And it's just good to hear from you guys all over America. I know you guys watch my videos from all over and even other countries. You know, I put out, I think, over 1,800 videos. I have so many videos out on YouTube. I can't even keep up with how many I actually have out there. And on some of these days where it's raining and snowing and you guys don't have anything to do, turn on the Caliente YouTube channel and just have a Caliente marathon. You'll be surprised how many viewers would call me or just text me and say, hey, Chris, I'm having a Caliente marathon today. I'm watching nothing but Caliente videos. And I appreciate that. So you guys can always hit me up. My phone number is always open, 901-468-9032. I could take another caller before I end this video. I'm going to read a couple more of your comments, maybe take another caller, and then I'm going to end the video. Dave Grattan said that the Goldwing horsepower is 116 to 125. And see, that's what I'm talking about. I learned from you guys too as well. You know, you're never too old to learn. Anytime you get to where people can't teach you anything, that's pretty bad, because we all can learn. Nobody knows everything. So I like for this channel, I like for what I do to be just a network. And it's just network. I network with people from all over. And sometimes I get good information and I can pass that along. And sometimes you guys could pass information on to me. Tour with the tourists said Road Glide is great. Road Glide said, Chris, your jacket is dope. I appreciate it, man. This jacket is, look at that. Look at the sleeve on it. Look at that. The sleeve on it says Goldwing. I like that. I appreciate you there, Solo. Appreciate you there, Solo. Hooked me up with the Caliente. He even put my name on there for me. So appreciate you there, Solo, out there in Philadelphia. Shouts out to you, my brother. William says, stated, Chris, thank you for taking my call. You're welcome. You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. Jesus, how do you deal with whiskey throttle without having a clutch to kill the power? How do you deal with whiskey throttle? Am I reading that correctly? Without having a clutch to kill the power. Well, the thing about the DCT, you do have the paddle shifter, so you can always downshift with your thumb. You have the downshift right there at your thumb. So if you need to kill the power, you just tap it with your thumb. So I hope I'm answering that question correctly. Road Glide, coast to coast, come on, 2025, maybe North Cal, definitely. Monterey, in the house. Santa Cruz, Los Gatos, Napa, up in Sacramento. We can do it there, Road Glide. Let's do it, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We live in the garage, and hopefully we'll hear something soon about the new 2025 Honda Goldwing. If you guys are just tuning in, there's a lot of videos floating around on YouTube about the 2025 Honda Goldwing, and a lot of that stuff is just AI generated videos, AI generated photos, and people just want to draw traffic to their channel, and it's a lot of clickbait out there. And I've recently got a video link sent in from a lot of you, even from the EICMA bike show out there. I think it was in Milan, Italy, if I'm saying it correctly. We don't know if that's the actual 2025. I've seen the video. It seems to, I mean, I've never seen that color before, which is like a light gray or a light silver. So it seems, I mean, it could be accurate. But I'm sure Honda's going to put out some information here in the upcoming days and let us know about this 2025. You know, that may be an overseas model. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm predicting that we're going to know something probably in a few days, very, very soon. And if you guys missed my video where I predicted some of the changes for the new 2025 Honda Goldwing, I'm going to include that link in this video so you guys can check it out. I have over 1,800 videos in my YouTube library. And if you don't see any updated videos, just have a Caliente marathon. Road Glide, Honda is representing its 2024 Goldwing models at EICMA, not wanting to slow sales of the current Goldwing on dealership floors. I have a hunch Honda will reveal the anniversary January 25. We should know something here soon, in my opinion. We're gonna find out. You know, everybody is waiting. A lot of people are searching these websites and going on these different video outlets and just trying to see if there's any talk and what's being said. So just be careful, because a lot of information that is out here, it's not accurate. So the way I see it, if it's not on Honda Power Sports, just take that as a rumor. Southern boy say, hey, gals and guys. I'm going to read a few more comments. If I could take one more phone call, 901-468-9032. Now is your opportunity before I end this live feed. 901-468-9032. And let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what's on your mind here in the Caliente Garage. You on with Caliente, and we're live in the Caliente Garage. Anything you say can be used in a Caliente video.
Hey, good morning, Chris. This is Dave Gratton from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good morning, sir.
What's up, Dave? From Pennsylvania. Seems like my northern states are checking in. My northern states are winning today.
Well, that's a good deal because we only got limited time here for the riding the bikes. It's 50 degrees up here, and like I said, I just bagged 10 bags of leaves, and it's that time of year.
Yeah, I saw that, man. You know, I went out there the other day myself to get some of these leaves up, and I had my backpack blower, and it was windy, so the leaves was blowing back to me. I'm trying to blow the leaves one direction, they're blowing back to me, and some days are really not good days to get leaves up, but if it's a calm day and you got a good backpack blower, man, you can really get those leaves piled up where you can get them up.
Yeah, I had to wait till this last week, and it was too windy to blow them up. I would have been fighting it, so I didn't even try it. So
right.
Yeah, not much going on up here. Like I said, I'm going to have my cardo. If it's supposed to rain, I guess you'll be sending me the rain tomorrow, and I get my cardo, put in the helmets, and go from there and see how it works.
Right. Yeah. I think you're going to enjoy that cardo. I think you're going to enjoy it.
I sure hope so, because I'm getting tired of dangling the cord or getting twisted up with the cord with the wife and my cord and her cord, and it's just, getting too crazy with the cords.
Right. Yeah, I understand, man. Cut the cord, my brother. Cut the cord. Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, I just wanted to say hi to you. And like I said, the Honda Goldwings, they said that 2005 was 123 horsepower, and then 2024 was only 98 horsepower. So that's what I Googled real quick on the internet for you.
Okay. I appreciate that, Dave. Thanks for checking in. Thank you for checking in. All right.
All right, Chris, have a nice day, and keep up the good videos. I miss a lot of videos, and once the weather changes, I'll be doing the oil change in the rear end. So compliments of your video. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you.
All right, Chris.
Thank
See you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Dave. Bye-bye. I appreciate all you guys for checking in. I'm going to check out just a few more of your comments here. We're going to go back to the phone line. Hey, you on with Caliente? You live in the Caliente Garage.
Hey, this Harold calling you again. I had a quick question.
What's going on?
When I bought the cardio, when I hit it, I got it hooked up.
Yes.
But I put this, they make that little box you put in between your cell phone so you don't have to have it in the compartment.
Yes.
It doesn't, sometimes it doesn't connect. Take a long time for it to connect. It'll say like Bluetooth didn't connect or headset not on.
Now you trying to connect the headset to the bike or the headset to your phone?
The headset to the bike to make the Apple CarPlay play.
Right. Yeah, sometimes you have to just go into the setting and manually turn it on. Or manually connect it. And you got the what? What do you have, the Cardo what?
The not the Pro, but the one underneath the Pro.
You got the Edge?
The Edge.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as the Bluetooth settings are on your bike. This is what I generally do, Harold. I'll turn on the bike, and then I'll turn on the headset.
Okay, you turn your bike on first.
Yes, for the most part.
Okay.
Not always, but generally I turn on the bike, boot up the headset, and then I'll wait for the one to appear.
Okay.
on the top of the screen to let me know that it's connected to the headset. If it does not connect to the headset, I'll go into I think the Bluetooth settings of the bike or the phone settings of the bike. I can't remember. And then I'll manually click on that headset that's not connected. So, if, you know, whether it's a Cena or a Cardo, I'll go into that setting of the bike, click on that headset.
Right.
Most of the time, it will say connected.
Okay.
Um,
But do you think I need to just stop using that part that I bought? I bought that little extra piece that makes it wireless. You know, I can't think of what you call it because I'm not at home right now. But there's a thing you buy. They sell it on Amazon where you can
make your bike wireless.
Yeah, make it wireless. Plug it into the same thing you plug your phone into.
Yeah.
You don't plug your phone into. You plug the box into it.
Right. So you're taking basically a wireless dongle and plugging it into the USB cable, and that right there is a Bluetooth device, and it's connected to your phone, and it makes your phone wirelessly connect to the bike, which gives it Apple CarPlay.
Correct.
So you know what? I haven't put that on my bike for that very reason. Now I'm not saying that it doesn't work. But I can see that being an extra hurdle to jump.
Okay.
Because if you're just trying to get your Apple CarPlay to work,
right.
You know, I guess, you know, it may connect great sometimes and sometimes it may not. Wireless things don't always work as good. So I don't have that on my bike. I've never used a wireless dongle. I've seen the commercials. I've seen the infomercials. I've seen them online. I just haven't connected one to my bike. So you can try it, you know, disconnect your dongle.
I'm gonna try that. But my phone gets, so when you ride a long time, when you get your phone, that phone get mighty hot down in that
in that cupboard. You know,
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I have mine on the handlebars.
Okay.
So I can see it and it doesn't get hot down in there. But yeah, I don't know if you need to unplug it and just try it without it. Or, you know.
So do you use your Apple CarPlay?
I use it every time I ride. But what I do, Harold, I have two headsets. One is on my helmet.
Okay.
And I have what I call a dummy headset.
Okay.
I'll take the dummy headset, connect it to the bike.
Okay.
And plug one of my phones into the bike to make my Apple CarPlay work.
I got you.
You follow me? So if you only got one headset and you have that headset paired to the bike, and then you plug your phone into the bike, you kind of limit it. So that's the way I do it. I just use two headsets. That way I don't have that hurdle.
Okay.
So, but I'm using two phones. Most people have one phone, one headset.
Right.
But I have two phones, two headsets. So I actually have one phone and one headset connected to the bike. Okay. And then I have my second phone connected to my helmet.
Okay.
You follow me? So I'm keeping it separate as opposed to just using one headset and one phone. I have two phones and two headsets.
I got you.
So I'm kind of doing, I don't show everything in my videos, but that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Okay.
I
appreciate it. I'm gonna try that when I get back to the house. I'm gonna try to do it straight to the phone and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you.
Okay. Appreciate you there, Harold.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. And that was Harold checking in. We're doing it live in the Caliente garage. I'm gonna read a few more of your comments, and I'm gonna end this live feed in case anybody want to check in. I'm gonna put the phone number up on the screen if anybody want to call and check in. Anything that's on your mind, anything you want to say, anything good, bad, or indifferent. You want to say what's up to your boy Chris. You want to check in and say hello. Well, if you got some news for me, the phone line is open, 901-468-9032. I hear you there, Road Glide. I'm the same way, man. I like to stay in nice places. And let's see what the viewers are saying. We got Ken. Mark is watching. Chuck is watching. Kevin Kill is watching. Milton said he dark-sided his 08 Goldwing. He used the size that I use, but the bike feels a tad bit high in the rear. I just rode 174 miles today. Feels good. Okay, good deal, Milton. Rob Melendez, he's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Shouts out Caliente. Appreciate you there. Stephen Troy says MAGA. I'm going to say MAGA stands for Making Goldwing Great Again. Cornelius Russell, he's looking for the Ring of Fire. Does anyone have an extra set? If there's anybody watching this video and you have an extra set of Ring of Fire, you can post that in the comment section. Cornelius is looking for a Ring of Fire. Derek Marshall said he's looking to buy a Hayabusa. Come on, Derek. You got to get off that speed bike, man. Come on. All roads lead back to the Goldwing. Derek also said you order them out of Florida. They make them in Canada and ship it back to the place in Florida. That's how they did him. And he's referring to the Ultimate Seat. They make them in Canada, ship them there to Florida. Makes very good sense. Fred Davis said, go buy back my bike. Fred, you think I should go back and buy my big Goldwing? No, I'm good, man. That's one of the reasons, and I may sound like a broken record, but that's one of the reasons why I waited to sell my big bike. When I first bought my DCT, I could have traded it right then and got some money out of it, and reduced the balance of the new bike I purchased. I could have sold it to private owners after I bought it home. But I wasn't sure if I was going to like that new bike. I was just so used to the big bike and I was used to the manual, and, the new bike was DCT and smaller, and, I wasn't sure yet. So I kept my big bike. I said, I'm going to play it safe, because the worst case scenario, the DCT has to go back. But I bought the DCT. I started fixing it up, accessorizing it, personalize it, making the bike mine, putting money into the bike and just making the bike better. And once I got the bike completed, and once I got all those accessories on my bike, the wind deflectors, the F4 custom windshield, all of the Gold Strike accessories, the floorboards, the foot, the pedals, the hitch, the wiring, the distribution block, the power hubs, the grips. Once I start putting all those accessories on my bike, the phone holder, the wireless phone charger. Once I start putting all those accessories on my bike, the custom seat, man, when I would walk out to my garage, I looked like a deer in headlights, because I didn't know which bike to ride. Do I ride the big bike? Do I ride the small bike? Do I ride the DCT? Do I ride the manual? Which one? But I found myself leaning more toward the DCT. I did. And I didn't want the big bike being a garage trophy, so I decided to get rid of it. I don't miss the big bike. I felt like the bike served its purpose. I put almost 90,000 miles on that bike. It was time. And I gave the bike up to another owner, and I'm glad that he's able to ride the bike and put miles on it and utilizing the bike. I felt like, I kept that bike until it was time for me to let it go. And I think more people should do that. Sometimes we make monetary decisions. I'll make it cheaper. I'll trade this one in and get the new one, and then that way my noting is high. But I know a lot of people, once they got rid of their big bike, they were sick. Some people actually went back to get their big bike, and the bike was either sold, or they went back, got the big bike, and gave up the smaller bike. But sometimes you have to give yourself a little bit of time. Just slow down, pump your brakes, and just give yourself. It's like dark siding. When you first put the tire on your bike, it may not feel right. You may not like it. Just give it a little bit of time. Just give it some time. And, just give it some time. If it don't feel right, get off of it. Come back another day. Just give it some time. Try that several times, and then you'll probably get used to it. And I feel the same way about the new bike, you know. Give it a little time. I know it, for some people, I don't like that smaller bike. I didn't like it either. But once I got to riding it and spending time with the bike and being around the bike a lot, I really fell more in love with the smaller bike. I hate to say it, but that's the honest to God truth. So just keep an open mind. That's my whole point. J Matrix says, send some of the rain to, is that NE? Is that would be New England, Northeast? We haven't had rain in over a month. Man, it's been raining all weekend here. Appreciate you there, J Matrix. Delbert Stevens and Milton Morris. Okay, I appreciate you guys. Robin Du Bois is watching. What's up, Robin? Appreciate you there. Well, it looks like I'm about to wind this thing on down. I'm going to wind it on down, close this thing on out. F6B Adventures, the Long Haul Warrior, Super Slab, Tarmac Slayer. D&L Adventures. What's up, Dustin? Hope it's a new model. William said, thanks, Road Glide. I would not doubt that, but the two-tone silver does look good at EICMA's show. I appreciate all you guys from checking in, man. It's raining here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live feed. I would like to just say thank you to all of the Caliente viewers that follow my videos. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for keeping up with me. Thanks for the small donations, for clicking that thanks button, supporting the channel, and just staying with your boy, Chris. I appreciate it, man. And you guys can call me anytime. My phone line is always open. If I don't answer, leave a message. Or you can text me, 901-468-9032. That's my public number. Well, I'm going to end this live feed. If you guys have any questions or any comments, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button. Somebody asked, am I leaving the country? Really? Hell no. Checking in from Portland. I appreciate it. But anyway, if you guys like this video, click the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys a little bit later out here in the Caliente Garage. Appreciate it. Goldwing Rider. A shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, who is fearless in a world of reckless automobiles. These are Caliente Motovlogs.